Mr. Speaker, members of this August House, we believe that this era or this millennium is a rise of democracy. Other forms of regime losing their legitimacy and the people's hearts and mind embracing democracy. And we believe that democracy is the end of the history and democracy will remain the last man within this world. So that's why, Mr. Speaker, there are different forms of regime or government existed before, and now this government, form of government are transiting to democracy. So that's why we believe that the new democracies are those countries who just transited from other forms of government like dictatorship, like monarchy, like socialism or capitalism, this form of government, to a democracy. That means that government just newly embraced, and this is the first time for the government that a president or prime minister or the government officials were elected by people's vote. That's what we believe, that new form of democracy. And also, Mr. Speaker, that's why when new form of democracy are from, we believe that democratic government needs some sort of protection, needs some sort of security to maintain or to sustain that democracy in a comfortable way. So that's why, Mr. Speaker, we're limiting or we're suspending people's right to demonstrate. And what do you mean? What sort of demonstration we are limiting it? The demonstration that we saw in Thailand, that how people came onto the street, like blocking the public road and big mass gathering in front of the Parliament House. And also we saw that in Asia, the new democratic country, we saw that there are different form of demonstration, how it interrupt people's social life and also normal life. So that's why I believe that this sort of protest and also the protest that you do on the street, that should be restricted. But we believe that still, if you have complaint and if you have other complaint, we see that still newspaper will be free and also the media will be free. You can voice out, and also in the age of internet, you can use all sort of demand and also request to the government. And also we believe that if you want to demonstrate against something, illegal activities or action done by government, we believe that you can sue the government. You can also file a case against government for any illegal activities. So that's why this other form of freedom of expression still exists. Now, Mr. Speaker, how long we are going to limit this idea? We believe that for 3 consecutive years, the new democratic country, and we want to put limit for 3 consecutive years. That means like 3 democratic government in a consecutive way, that if they remain democratic, then after that we lift out. Because we believe that people are already habituated to the nature of democracy. People already have taste of democracy. They know the fruitfulness of or fruitful of democracy. That's why I believe that after 3 consecutive years, we lift this kind of suspension. Sit down. Now, Mr. Speaker, why we should do so? We believe that my first idea is that to facilitate or to foster democratic government. That's why we believe that this sort of things should be suspended. Why that's so? Because we have to understand the nature of new democracy, because they just transited from different sort of regimes. So that means many people embrace democracy, and also many people are not sure about what form of government gives serves best to them. So when there is so much protest and there is so much violation in the street, that gives other, like the regime who existed before, and they put more fear onto the people's mind, and they just sway the people's mind back to the other form of regime. We believe that the enemy of democracy still exists in a new democratic country. The established democratic country, there is no enemy of democracy, because people know the goodness of democracy. People know the benefit of democracy. So when new democratic government formed, there are so many enemies exist. The movement from communist society, movement from different dictator, movement from different ideological belief exists within the society. So that's why, Mr. Speaker, we believe that new democratic government should be protected from this sort of demonstration. Because when this demonstration came into the picture, we saw that these other groups, the enemy of enemy of democracy, come into the picture, pour more fuel into the demonstration, and that creates so much violation. And that tells also to the people that what's the form of government you choose, it's really giving you only like sadness, it gives you only bitterness to your mind. So that's why we believe that new form of democracy should be protected.
Okay, given that these democracies are created from populist movements, don't you think 3 consecutive years without any check and balance is enough to create another dictatorship, stifling and oppressing the minorities within those nations?
Mr. Speaker, 3 consecutive years means some country 12 years, some country 15 years, Mr. Speaker. We believe that that's good enough to create awareness of democracy. That's good enough for people to habituate with the style of living, style of democracy, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, my second idea that why it's betterment from democracy on the idea of party structure. We believe that, Mr. Speaker, in democratic government, different party represents different group of people. So when you allow demonstration, it gives them easy way out. They just come to the street within a group of people and they just shout and scream and interfere with public's life. But when this sort of demonstration are suspended, what people do? People talk to each other, people discuss each other within the party. They form a different party if they are not happy. So that's why party structure becomes stronger within a democracy country. And party is very important. Multi-party is very important for the sustainable of democracy. So when you suspend this kind of demonstration, that gives a reason for people to come up with a party. When they come up with the party, they also have to rationalize their stance to the people, because in order to discharge or in order to do what they want to do, they have to really win the hearts and mind of the people. That's where the party becomes more rational rather than demonstrating. And we believe that check and balance exists. If you're really not happy, like in second term, you really vote out the last government and new government can be formed. So that's why Mr. believe that to foster the democracy, to facilitate the democracy, new democracy, into a strong democratic country, we believe that the limiting or suspending the demonstration should remain.